What's going on, guys? Kaiger here. Today we're talking about Natsu in the new Fairy Tail collaboration. I'm showing you right now a 3 Rainbow Star 1 hiding my summons. We're going to get into the summons, then break down his stats, abilities, and show you how they look like. Let's get into it. Alright guys, with those summons I was able to get a 3 red star Natsu. I haven't leveled him up yet. I just did Urza first so she can jump right into my holy team. I need to get a little bit more resources and then he's going to get his levels as well, but we'll be able to still test what everything looks like. Now, talking about his abilities, basic, nothing special. Very similar to Urza, effectively the same thing. Passive, when you switch to Natsu, increase your attack by % for 6 seconds. If the owner's HP is under 50, you get a shield as well every 30 seconds. This scales up. No additional effect, but it caps out at level 8 with 8%, 8%. 8% attack and 8% HP shield. Dragon Slayer, Secret Art, Crimson Lotus, Exploding Flame so many words. Exploding Flame Blade, enough. This skill is actually really crazy. So, shoots in front of you, dealing damage, and silencing for 2 seconds. If the target's HP is under 50%, guaranteed crit. If you are under 50%, crit damage increased by 20%. At level 2, it also increases your attack by 10% for 6 seconds. Now remember, if you do this right when you swap, you'll also have this 8% from that fresh swap. So you swap Dragon Force and then Exploding Flame Blade. If you're under at level 2, it'll just give you a 10% attack, and it'll do the damage based off that 10% extra attack for 6 seconds. Both of them are 6 seconds. Mashes up pretty well. At level 5, silence duration extended by 2 seconds, so a 4-second silence. And then at level 8, it increases the parameters. So if the target is under 70%, so just like Slaughter or Holy does damage if they're under a certain amount of HP, or even Anatheria, his is auto crit if they're under 70%, which is the highest percent. If you're under 50%, increase crit damage by 50% instead of 20%. So high damage. Talking about the stats, HP is kind of low. Attack is really low. Defense is alright. Attack, tenacity, block, and crit. Crit is in a very good spot. Tenacity and block are ones that you always want to have. Attack is good. His stats are decent. He doesn't have a companionship bonus, so you cannot get that. Now let's show you what he looks like at the dummy. Now, because I do a lot of my stuff on the dummy, I was wondering how do I get under 50%, and you'll see the answer right here. I'm going to use these abilities and Exoria to try to get under 50, but it's not working. Too much passive heal in this game mode. So that did not end up working, but I can show you. Top left, Dragon Force is active, and then when I swap to him, you will see attack increase right there, and then the cooldown for Dragon Force. So it's working properly. Let's summon that. Let's check out his basic. Looks like he has to get up pretty close for his basic, but it is kind of AoE around the target, pretty good. Now I'll test out his ability right after the motion. Pretty slow ability, but as we saw, as you scale it up, 4-second silence, auto crit, 50% bonus damage on top of fire already having crit. You're going to need something else to lock them in place. He's going to work super well with Hydreiga Flames, because Hydreiga Flames is going to disable their dodge, which is going to be very, very good, as well as reducing their movement speed, so they can't really get out of it. And then Natsu's is going to do a bunch of damage, and if they survive, they're silenced. So that's pretty good. Fire generally wasn't a echo you would bring into PvP. Now I'm looking at it as a pretty good Burning Soul battle setup. Something like boom, 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 fire, fire, bam. This is pretty good, like that. Or you can also do that is also really good for the combos. You would have to hold Dahlia for after they use a Star Blessing or something. It will be very, very powerful. But let me know what you guys think about Natsu down below. Last but not least, let's talk about the Echo, which what is that? Oh, max. 105% bonus damage on auto crit, while it also gives you 50% crit damage, so that's even more damage. And then the 4% max HP, which makes Natsu's shield better. Fire has been kind of leaning into this brawler aspect, and I'm here for it. Till next time, guys.